Today we're going to be talking about that iron or mild steel, depending on the set. Because I've been in the market for a new set of weights to keep at the house for about 3 years now. Been on Facebook Marketplace a lot, Craigslist, hoping to find something great for a steel, and I just haven't come across anything that I've been willing to purchase. Either the set is too large, or it's too incomplete, or there's too much other bullshit that I would have to turn over and deal with. I appreciate that that's part of the enjoyment of the secondary market, but it's not for me. So I've kind of turned to the commercial route. I have my phone set to alert me about these sales that go on. So I know which places are most likely to put stuff on sale at what time of the year, and typically what those deals will look like, what kind of hit they're willing to take on their equipment. So got a lot to talk about. Let me just front load it with the question: what is your dream set of weight plates? Are you one of these guys that say weight is weight? Maybe this is your dream set of weight plates. I find that unlikely, but just drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know. Some of you talking about it a lot. More shit I don't care about. Standard barbell plates. Feel like there's a lot of companies that are selling these and they're all sourced from the same location. There's nothing special about them. If I'm going to keep some at the house, I want it to be special. Something I can enjoy. And yeah, you've got to weigh each one of these plates individually. I've used enough sets of these. I know you have to know the individual weights. They're fine for deadlifts, for squat, okay. For bench press, fuck them. I don't care about the shit. We have a set at my gym right now, 1,000 pounds or so. Which one of these do you think is 5.7 pounds heavy? 3.4 pounds heavy? 1.6 pounds light? Yeah, you've got to know, because I promise if you load up the bench press with one of these, you're going to know which side it's on. And even then, sometimes the load feels uneven. I just don't want to deal with it. On Marketplace, this is a nice set of cheap steel. You'll come across cheap iron, rather. Just cat plates, but since it is just cat plates, very easy to add on to this set. And for cat plates, they have great lettering, like $360. You don't got to deal with a bunch of 35s and shit. I can see why a person would want to go this route. Personally, if I wanted to go standard, I would go with the deep dish Ivankos, because that's where I'm from. That's what I started with. It's classic. It's traditional. They're machined, so you're not going to find one that's 5 or even 3 pounds off what the weight says on the front. I think that their tolerances are within 2%. Not too sure of that. I passed on that deal because I would have had to drive almost 4 hours, and it had a ton of 35s, 25s, and a million change plates that I would have had to turn over to end up getting a good price on the iron, because at $700 for a set of 545s, a 35, 25, and whatever, that's not a good deal. And if I want to be buying secondhand, I want a good deal, you know? Rogue makes a set of the deep dish plates that kind of scratch that itch. I think the black lettering really stands out, pops, looks good. They're only 1.5 inches thick instead of the almost 2-inch rim of the Ivankos. I like the way they look loaded up on the bar. There's beauty in the uniformity of the loadout, because 1.5 for the 35, 25, 45 just looks really good loaded up on the bar. They're not the cheapest option from Rogue, surprisingly enough, and I'm going to talk about that. They are classy looking, and one thing you can say about them that I don't think is a factor for me or 90% of the guys shopping for them: you can fit 800 pounds of them on a deadlift bar, and you can't do that with the Ivanko plates. This is Kevin Oak. If you don't know who he is, even YouTube. You can see he's got over 800 pounds on the bar, and you got room for a changer and then a collar too. So couldn't do that with the Ivanko plates. Not that that's an issue, but just thought it was interesting. Wanted to show them loaded out. This is one of the other sets that I look for a lot, because I used these in my college field house. We had one room with the black and then another room with the colorized ones that were all cracked up and messed up. I I like these. I've always liked the way that they look, the way they handle, and the tolerances on them are pretty tight. We couldn't use them on the cheaper chrome bars. They just wouldn't fit. Unfortunately, you don't see the metal version of them show up on the secondary market too much. And when you do, people want outrageous prices for it. Like I could buy the shit new for cheaper than what they want. So that's a shame. So I really do like the way these look, and I got nostalgia for them. They still make the colorized ones. I still don't prefer them. I don't like the way anything that's this primary color crayon box bright color scheme looks, and they're twice the price of the metal ones. I prefer the way that the metal ones look. So I don't know how Ivanko makes several sets of competition plates and they fucked up their own color coding, but here it is. This is the direction I thought I was going to go for a long time with the Rogue 6 shooter plates, because their tolerance is within 1% of what it says on the weight. It's pretty tight. They're machined. They're pretty thin, which I feel like is important for bench press. Just makes everything feel more balanced. Very comparable to the Ivankos, even though I think that the Ivankos are a little better looking. It's kind of a small trade-off to make when you consider that Rogue puts these on sale a lot more than Ivanko ever goes on sale. So you get to get a better deal on these. They're great looking, tight tolerances, pretty much everything I'm looking for. I feel like I can't talk about those without mentioning the Rep Fitness version. This is the butt ugly stepsister of the bunch. Like if you enjoy really awkward, ugly angles instead of sexy curves, I guess this is your girl, but it ain't for me. I think the only interesting thing worth mentioning about them is they do have a 2-inch rim on them. Other than that, the price is about the same, and yeah, I just don't care for them. Talking about competition steel now. Got to talk about the Ivankos first. I went to a gym that used these for a little over a year and never found myself going out of my way to use them. There was entirely too many that were missing brass plugs. The owner said that's because they're calibrated, and if they don't need additional calibration, they don't get the brass plugs. Well, this was before I knew better, and I still knew that was bullshit. It always irritated me how there are so many black ones, and it didn't match the color scheme of the interior of the gym. I didn't like the location of them. I never found myself going out of my way to use them, which is unfortunate. They're supposed to be great. But again, I don't like the primary color bullshit. So these don't really speak to me. They do make a nicer version with chrome rims on them. But now you're talking about the 15 doesn't even get a color. So what the shit is with that? I appreciate they're going for a theme, but what is that theme exactly? I don't get it. In searching for those, I came across these, and I don't know if they're available domestically or what, but I gotta say, whoever generated this image deserves a raise, because damn, those plates look awesome, right? I don't think that it's an actual stock photo looking at their other set of plates. I think it is a generated image, but yeah, those are really attractive looking. They get the lettering just right and everything, which is important. Domestically, we have a lot of options for these competition plates. Vulcan is one that is one of the only ones using a logo to differentiate their design from other manufacturers. I don't know why their stock image is a piece of shit, but their yellow and their green are just fine. They don't look like this. The colors aren't too bright. They're not very rich. The red and the blue are pretty much what you see here. I just thought it was worth mentioning that they use the logo on it. I don't think they're IPF approved, though. The Titex also have their own unique styling to differentiate themselves as competition plates. They are IPF approved, and a set with 2 reds will run you around $900 with shipping. I'm not sure what that is exactly, because that's as far as I've looked into it. I think that the unique styling makes these plates kind of hideous, so I just don't really care for them. but I can see why a person would go for it. On the budget side of the coin, the strong arm plates are the ones I was considering for a long time because they're made in the same factory as the Rogue. They're not IPF approved, but they go on sale all the time. Mike Armstrong, the guy who owns and runs the company, is a great guy to deal with customer service wise. And they have a distribution center in the United States now, so you don't have to deal with customs and additional shipping from Canada. You can get them shipped in the United States. Like I said, they have sales all the time. And I only have really one gripe with this set. I'm going to talk about it here in a minute. Other than that, yeah, definitely an option to consider. Got to mention the Ivankos. They have the richest color scheme of all these competition plates, really. But don't be price checking these unless you want sticker shock. I really love the way they do the high chrome finish fractional plates. That's my only gripe with the Strong Arm Fitness ones, is that their fractional plates are just black, I think. The other company that does this is Rogue. Shocking, right? As much as I've mentioned them in this video, but they just run so many sales. They are IPF approved. They have the expensive sticker, and yeah, they are pretty pricey. I mean, a decent set of around 1,000 pounds is going to run you over $2,000. But they do run sales all the time. It's an option you definitely have to consider. And yeah, I think I'm leaning more toward competition plates at this point. I've been shopping long enough. Wow, I thought I had more to talk about. Maybe I cut some things short, but yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Just general opinions and stuff. Hope you're training strong. And as always, thanks for watching.